Hey class, this is Professor Decker, and I just wanted to provide a quick tutorial regarding the works cited page for an MLA document. Since this was one of the frequent missteps of the first essay of the semester, I thought it might be helpful if you had a model to follow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for an article through the Montgomery College Library using Raptor Search. I'm going to show you how to find the citation model that you can copy and paste into a works cited page or a Word document, and then I'm going to show you how to format it. And I'm going to do this relatively quickly, but since this is a video, you can always pause, you can take a break, you can come back to it. It's going to stay on our course site as long as possible for you. So I'm just going to search for a random article, and I'm going to use social media free speech as a search phrase. So I'm looking for an article right now. Let's just go with that first one. Ooh, that one sounds fun. Let's go with terrorist speech on social media. From there, you get this nice abstract, which will let you know more about what this essay is focusing on. That way you can read the summary first before you really devote the time to reading the whole article. I'm going to pretend that this is perfect. It's exactly what I need for my argument synthesis essay, and I'm going to just start putting together my works cited page. So I always recommend you use this information that they provide for you. If you click Cite, that will show you all of the different ways you can cite this information. Since you're writing an MLA paper, I'm going to just scroll to the bottom, and I'm going to copy and paste this since it's so simple. I'll copy and paste this, and I'm going to my Word document. The Word document for your works cited page at least, so let's pretend this is your paper. We're just going to use my gibberish as an example right now. Let's say your paper ends right here. This is the beginning of your 4th page. Your works cited page is always going to be the final page of your same document. So I'm hitting the Enter key until I'm on the next page. At the top of this page, I'm going to type works cited, and then from there I'm going to copy and paste in what I just found online. Now, it pasted like this, which I always find a little odd or awkward, so I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to press this erase key up here that clears all the formatting, so it looks a little bit more normal now. From there, when you put together a works cited page, it should be always Times New Roman, 12-point font, and then I'm going to double space the content to 2.0, and then I'm also going to remove the space after paragraph, so it's double spaced flush. From there, I'm going to show you how to make the hanging indent. So you can do it this way. You see this hourglass ruler shape right here? You can pull the lower cursor or the lower part of the hourglass to the right by 1/2 inch, and that looks good to me. Or, if you'd prefer a simpler way of doing it, you can right-click on your highlighted citation model, go into Paragraph, and then there's a special icon for indentation, and you can click Hanging. I'm going to hit OK, and it ostensibly does the exact same thing that I would have done just doing it this way. I am not always a huge fan of this look, so one thing that I recommend is you can find a good moment to hit Enter. And let's see, that didn't work out. I'm going to try a couple more. And my hope is that I can get this on the same page as the other one, but I can't for some reason. It might just be too long, so let's keep looking. We'll try here. Ah, perfect. So that did it. And so what I could do is if I really wanted this to look flush, I could push it over like that. Oh, or just leave it like that. And that way you have that nice hanging indent look without any extra spacing over here. If you're only citing one source, you're going to refer to this as work cited. But since we need multiple sources for this assignment, we're going to do works. And I'm going to show you it one more time. Let's go back to Raptor Search. Let's see if I can find it. Raptor Search right here. Let's look for one more article just to practice. And let's just say, let's try that. Okay, and again, I'm going to read the abstract, decide if I like it. I say I do at this point. I'm going to cite it. I'm going to scroll down to MLA for my works cited information, copy and paste this, Control C, go back to my Word document, and I'm going to hit Control C again. If I do it after this, it should follow the same format. It didn't though, because it's got this awkward formatting, so I'm going to do this. Since it's actually first in the alphabet, I'm going to put it first before Alexander here. I'm going to make this all Times New Roman 12-point font again. Oops. Times 12. And then I'm just going to follow the same policy I did earlier. I'm going to go into paragraph, make it special hanging, OK. And then from there, I'm going to double space it and remove that extra space after spacing. There we go. And there you go. That looks pretty good. One last thing to know is that sometimes those automated citation models that you find on Montgomery College's database searches, they're not always correct, so you have to go through and correct them. So for example, they may have a incorrectly punctuated or capitalized word here. The capitalization looks good in both of these. However, this should be italicized. So I'm going to italicize that. And then I believe this is italicized too. So I'm italicizing the moments that require italics. And the reason I know this is, one, because I've been in school my whole life, and two, this is what our book would teach us to do. So with that, everybody, I think that's a nice little opening tutorial. If you find that you need a little bit more support, remember to use your Blackboard resources on our course site, and you can always email me too.